3G, sig fig rules, the 10 golden rules. Rule number 1. All non-zero digits in any measured value are significant. Example, all contain 5 sig figs. Try this. How many significant figures in these examples? 9 and 3. Rule number 2. In the absence of a decimal point, all trailing zeros are insignificant. They are simply placeholder zeros and are not significant. Example, 1 sig fig, 2 sig figs, 4 sig figs, 1 sig fig. Rule number 3. Trailing zeros in a measured value which includes a decimal point are all significant. Notice the decimal place. 2 sig figs, 3 sig figs, 7 sig figs, 2 sig figs. Rule number 4. All zeros between significant figures are significant. Example, 5 sig figs, the 2 in the middle count. 5 sig figs, the 2 zeros in the middle count, as well as the 1 at the end because of the decimal point. 3 sig figs, the 0 in the middle counts because it's surrounded by digits other than 0. The 2 zeros at the end do not count because there is no decimal point. 5 sig figs, the 0 in the middle counts, as well as the 2 trailing zeros because of the decimal point. Rule number 5. All zeros before a non-zero digit are not significant and only indicate the location of the decimal. Again, these are called placeholder zeros. Example, this only has 4 sig figs. The 2 zeros in the middle count. The ones leading do not. They are simply placeholder zeros. Try these examples. 5 sig figs. The 0 in the middle counts. It's surrounded by 2 non-zero digits. 1 sig fig. The leading zeros are placeholder zeros. 1 sig fig. The trailing zeros are placeholder zeros. 5 sig figs. The 2 zeros in the middle count. They're surrounded by 2 non-zero digits. The 0 at the end counts because of the decimal point. 4 sig figs. The 0 in the middle counts because it's surrounded by 2 and 4. The 4 zeros at the end do not count because they are placeholder zeros. There's no decimal point. The 0 at the end counts because it's a trailing zero following a decimal point. Rule number 6. In scientific notation, powers of 10, all digits are significant. Example, 3 sig figs, 3 sig figs, 2 sig figs, 7 sig figs. Rule number 7. When rounding off to a requested number of sig figs, we go up if the key digit is greater than 5, and we go down if the key digit is less than 4. Note, Rule 8 will tell us what to do if the key digit is equal to 5. Example, 6.4, key digit is 3. 69.3, the key digit is 4. 900 bar over second 0, the key digit is 5.3. 24.60, the key digit is 3. Rule number 8, the round off 5 rule. Round off terminating values of 5 to make uncertain digits even. Due to statistics, 50% round up while 50% round off. To help remember this, think science hates odd numbers. Example. For the first one, the answer is 2.2. The key digit is 5, while the digit to be rounded off or rounded up is 2. It stays even. The second one is 3.36. The key digit again is 5. The digit to be rounded up or rounded off is 5, which is odd, so we round up. The third one rounds to 20.3. There is some confusion because the key digit seems to be 5, but the actual key digit is 51. So as a result, the even number 2 rounds up to 3, 20.3. The fourth one follows the same rule as above. The answer is 3.3. The key digit looks to be 5, but the actual value of the key digit is 55. So the even number 2 rounds up to 3.3. Rule number 9. Defined and counted values are so precise they have an infinite number of significant figures. There is no uncertainty in the number being used. Example. There is no uncertainty that there is exactly 5 bananas. There is no uncertainty that there is exactly 900 dogs. Nor is there uncertainty that there is exactly 3 kittens. Some defined numbers are 1 minute is 60 seconds, 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, 1 cube has 6 faces, 1 water molecule contains 2 hydrogen atoms. Rule number 10. A bar written over a trailing 0 makes that 0 significant as well as all the other zeros preceding that, but not the ones following it. Example. The 9 and that first 0 is significant, making 2 sig figs. The 9, 3, 0, 0, and the bar 0 is significant. The trailing 0 is not. It makes 5 sig figs. The 3, 2, 5, 0, 0, 0, bar 0 are significant. That's 7, while the trailing 4 zeros are not.